Ya ke? Ya ke?
Mr. Nazmi.
Hello.
Mr. Hermi. Rasa in charge for this one.
Yeah. In charge of this one, no?
Yes.
How many? Oh. How long? Ush. Don't depend on me. Could go until tomorrow. Yes, you can spread about. I've got the screen here and the same thing on the board. Is there any more? Is that all? Right. Okay, so welcome to Physiology Lab. So in here, we have a number of equipment that are ready for demonstration. So mainly, we're going to talk about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 equipments that regularly used to understand the functions and also the mechanism in the plant. So as you know, when we look at the crop that we have treated with anything, fertilizer, light, CO2, and so on, we can decide at what level of the plant we want to do the assessment. It could be the root, soil level, the plant level, or the canopy level. So for today, we have a number of equipment that can fit into that purpose just for that. So for the first one, this is a very regular equipment, spectrometer, to quantify the nitrogen content in the leaf, and by extension, absolute content of the chlorophyll. Okay, so the caveat of using this piece of equipment, if you have not seen the equipment before, so that is the equipment. SPET is not the name of the equipment, okay? That's the name of the company. Yeah. So the mechanism this thing works is it actually shoots a laser from the top. So you can see here, there's a laser, 2 lasers actually shot from the top all the way to the bottom. One laser worth 650 nanometer, and the other laser is 940 nanometer. The reason these 2 nanometers of light being used to cover the possibility of chlorophyll. You know, we got different chlorophyll, right? Chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, and maybe some other pigments as well. And then the detector will detect what amount is actually transmitted through the leaf, and then it will do all the calculation. You get the absolute content of the chlorophyll. Right, so very easy to use.
Whatever reading it is coming, it's directly chlorophyll, or you are converting?
There is no unit for this. It is dimensionless. So the unit is called AU, absolute unit, because with the reading, you do not know what chlorophyll is high. It could be chlorophyll A, it could be chlorophyll B. It just simply tell you the chlorophyll, the total chlorophyll is in abundance, and therefore, when you do the correlation, the nitrogen content of the plant, overall speaking, is in good condition. So there is no need to put further urea.
Bad readings you are using, or converting?
So the procedure is, for each plant, you should have this chart, the color chart. For example, this is the color chart for rice. So each color, you can see it's actually correspond to a specific nitrogen level, right? Yeah. Yeah. So this depends not only on the fertility of the soil, but also depends on the phase of the plant, whether it's a vegetative, juvenile, or yeah. Because fertilizer is also input, right? That's money. Yeah. All right. Okay. So the second one is, this actually is quantum sensor. The quantum sensor. This is actually the old version of this. We are about to have a new one later. So quantum is actually referring to the light, Q, the packets of energy. So there are several ways you can quantify the light. whether you are talking about light quality or light quantity. When you talk about light quantity, you are talking about the exact number of photons, particles, per square meter per second. And this is what this equipment is doing. For example, now, this reads 0.8 because there's not much light in here. And this sensor here only reads par, meaning that from 400 nanometer to 700 nanometer. Okay, anything beyond that, it's not being picked up by this sensor.
Visible.
Yes, visible light. So, for example, we have the LED over there. Yeah, this is a good thing to test whether your LED is suitable for growth light or otherwise. Don't just simply go to the electric shop to buy light and hoping for the vegetable to grow. Many times the quality and quantity is incorrect, right? So we use this equipment like this to ensure that the plant is receiving the right both quality and quantity, right? Okay.
Sunlight.
Both sunlight and also artificial light.
Artificial light measured by whether it is sufficient or not.
Say again?
Whether it is sufficient or not for photosynthesis.
Yeah. So, for example, if you are dealing with, let's say, like salad plants, you only need around 400 micromole of light.
Requirement is
Yeah, that's the maximum of it. You don't have to give like 1500 or 2000 micromole. That is for rice.
for grain crops.
Yeah.
You
So
can show on that plant also.
yeah, so I can show you here. So now it only reads 0.4. No, 0.4. 4 micromole. So I can use this actually. So this is, we got the growth light here from Philips. So if I put it just right here, that's not sunlight. So it's increasing. Yeah.
Immediate.
And if it goes closer to the light source, you're going to get a bit more.
Sunlight also we can.
Yeah, in sunlight also you can. Yeah. Because it reads whatever in between 400 nanometer to 700 nanometer of light. So this nanometer of light is actually corresponding to specific color that our retina in our eyes can perceive. Alright? Okay. The color in the universe is so much, from 0 to infinity, the nanometer. But God has created our retina to be only, see visible light. Right. Okay, next. What do we have?
We need to calibrate it.
Yes. So from time to time, we send back to the manufacturer to calibrate it in the controlled environment, because this thing, one good thing about this is waterproof. So you can leave it outside. You see by the side here, the water can actually go through it. There's a hole. Yeah. But when you leave it in the outside, you get all the dust, the debris, and so on. That could actually tamper with the precision of the equipment. So from time to time, send for calibration, and everything should be all right. Last a very long time. 10 years, easy.
How many intervals for suppose one observation?
How many what?
Intervals for observation.
You can actually set here. Actually, that depends on your study. For example, like you are studying RUE, radiation use efficiency. It is advised that you don't only take at 1 hour during the day. Spend out throughout the entire day, maybe every hour or so during the photo period. So, yeah, so that you get the beautiful light profile. Yeah. Because in Malaysia we are tropical, so it kind of like 12 hours. Yeah, maybe in your country, in the winter time, you got a longer night, right? Less day.
Yes.
So the reading is a bit different. Yeah, the reading is a bit different. Yeah. All right. Okay. So now we can have a look at these two things. These are actually photosynthesis machine that we have here. So we got, I'll just go to the machine. I'm sorry, this is not my phone. Oh. Okay, so we got two machines here. Both is meant to do photosynthesis. Hence, the name is Portable Photosynthesis System. This is the old version of it from LICOR. Same company, but new version. This is from 20 years ago. This is now.
This is
Yeah,
newness, huh?
yeah, this is the latest one. 6800 full spec because we got fluorometer attached to it. Yeah, this equipment, this is not full spec. You don't have the fluoro chamber attached to it, right? So if you want to study the steady state gas exchange, the CO2 response, light response, it's fine. You can use it. But if you want to go for fluorescence or maybe something more accurate, we go to the newer version of it. Yeah, 6300. So this thing is attached with the fluorescence. So if you want to read the fluorescence should be number, let me see, it should be number 4 or 5. Oh, fluorescent is gone. Who removed the fluorescent reading in here? Is it on? No, it's not on. You need to turn on actually. Yep. So now we got the fluorescence reading here. So at the time now, this leaf is emitting the fluorescence signal of 800. Again, there is no unit. Oh, sorry. There is no unit like the spec meter, just the absolute reading. Yeah. So if you're not familiar with fluorescence, fluorescence is actually our easy way to say glow in the dark. We measure how much the leaf is glowing in the dark, but the glowing that the gift being given off by this leaf is invisible to our eye. In the far red region, we can't see it, but this machine can see it. So we measure this glow because this glow tells about the status of the stress of the plant, the chlorophyll A health of the plant, and so on. Yeah, hence the technique is called chlorophyll A fluorescence. Yep.
Chlorophyll A fluorescence
Yep.
technique. Normal range for this reading?
Actually, it depends whether the plant is either dark adapted or light adapted. Okay, if it is dark adapted, you will have the fluorescence near zero, actually. Right, near zero. But the moment it is light adapted, meaning that it has been under the sunlight for quite some time, you still get fluorescence, but in the range that is specific to the leaf. Around, like, for example, this plant is around 800. But if I measure that hibiscus there, the reading is not going to be the same, right? Because the leaf structure, the biochemistry of the leaf will have impact on the fluorescence reading, right? Okay.
So thick leaves, if the reading is more. If thickness of leaves is more, the reading is high.
Okay, if the fluorescence signal is high, that thickness?
Yes, leaf thickness.
Thickness doesn't matter as long as it's flat.
Like biophyllum, some are thick one, no? Some are,
So you mean whether the thicker leaf,
yes.
leaf regardless of the thickness will give off fluorescence? Yeah.
More yellow.
No, not necessarily. No, fluorescence is due to the chlorophyll A presence, not due to the anatomy of the leaf morphology. So maybe your leaf is very thick, like, I do not know, aloe vera, but the chlorophyll is very, very little. So very small fluorescence.
Just
right?
depend on chlorophyll A content pigment.
True, exactly. Yeah, the biochemistry of it. Yeah, right. So actually, this thing is kind of antique already. It is not produced, but we happen to have this unit. Yeah. Now, from now on, there is a LICOR office in Delhi. Actually, I almost went there to give the training. Maybe you can contact them. All LICOR office got a representative like me, consultant, that you can ask for a quick demonstration. Yeah.
So today we have taken in that celebration of soil, World Soil Day. They were present there. Some other observations. That
Yeah. So other observation you can see here, you get the assimilation, CO2 sample, CI, intercellular CO2. Q in is the light in the chamber. There's so much more. You can add more actually.
Water conductivity.
Water conductance is GSW, which is that. G is the universal symbol for conductance. Yeah. Using the fluorescent. Fluorescent is the best technique to measure photosystem efficiency. Yeah.
Entire morphology you can see.
Yeah. Just understand this. Photosynthesis is not only one process. Photo reactions and also synthesis reactions. If you want to measure the photo reactions, you go with fluorescence. If you want to measure synthesis reaction or the Kelvin cycle, go with the gas exchange, the carbon estimation. Yeah, if you use both, good, you got more data. Yeah, it's a more comprehensive story, right? Right. Okay, and finally is we got any more question? Yeah, and finally we got the leaf area meter. So this is quite very old school actually.
The leaf area.
Yeah, it's very easy. You just pass through it through the conveyor belt, and it will give you the reading right away. Yeah. Actually, it's not so much about the machine. Sometimes we ask people, why do you need to know the leaf area of the plant? For what purpose? You see, by knowing the area of the leaf, you can understand the radiation interception of the plant. That is number one. And also the biomass accumulation for this particular leaf, because two parameters combined together, the area of the leaf and also the weight of this leaf biomass. Yeah, no, measure separately. Then you can combine, put it in equation, you get a new variable.
Yes.
Yeah.
Equation. And what about that yellow? Just green area it is carrying, no?
Sorry?
Border area left. This area it is not covering, no? Yellow or white?
No. This machine does not discriminate based on color.
Total area.
It is actually measuring the silhouette of this leaf, the shadow of it. So even if you put the orange color, it will still measure.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if it is affected by insect and disease, that functional, we cannot see it functional.
Like this, you got a hole, right? It's not going to measure the hole.
If it is yellow, due to some
If
disease.
it's yellow, so you need to combine a number of analysis to the leaf. Number one may be the leaf area, and then you need to take the image of the leaf and then feed it to a specialized software. Yeah, because sometimes the damage on the leaf is not necessarily due to the pest attack. It could be a symptom of nutrient deficiency.
Right.
Yeah. For example, like the rice, if you got the curling at the end of the tip, that could be due to the boron. Easy. So it's a boron, then you do the boron foliar spray. Fix the problem under 2 weeks time. Right. And no need to spray with all this pesticide.
Newer version, they are detecting that yellow. Or
Yeah. There's a new version. It's actually detecting the coloration and also the physical of the leaf. Yeah.
Today, because they have shown the demonstration, like they were having that.
Yeah. So of course, we are in the process to renew our equipment as well,
Right.
and with a new budget from the government, probably. So we'll get a new equipment, right? Okay. So I think that's all for this quick demonstration. Any question? Anything about physiology? I'm okay with that. Or plant science. Not necessarily about the machine. Maybe you saw something, the picture in your phone, you do not know. You ask anybody who cannot answer. That's our job here. We answer the farmers and also the scientists. What's going on? Yeah.
You put the news here, no? And then
Clamp it.
clamp it.
Yeah.
Just clamp it.
Just
directly, because we have purchased this now.
Can you
Spread meter.
So first turn on and calibrate.
get the leaf?
First, it's to calibrate that
Calibrate.
instrument.
Then when you calibrate, just click on the. So now it is done.
Use this. So you can see that you can take two readings. This is the young leaf. Have a reading of a young leaf. So
one
this
plant, and how many places you are taking for accuracy?
Three places next to
actually 3 is because of the statistical reason. Right.
Which chlorophyll content directly they can.
Yeah. On the leaf positioning as well. Yeah.
chlorophyll A.
No, this is the total.
Whatever reading that you are taking from the plant, anything, spectrometer, photosynthesis, or any equipment, always use fully expanded leaf. Leaf that has achieved its full physical maturity, not age, physical maturity. For example, like this leaf here. No, this is from the shoot. Let's try. Is it the top shoot here?
Mainly selection is anger leaves, no?
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah. So that depends. Some people, they are studying sun leaf and shade leaf. So they are taking from the outermost, then get inwards.
Average.
Yeah. So you get the idea.
Randomly we have to select. 43.
You can see it is darker.
Yeah.
But you can take the mean or
Yeah. You take a
it's a
number.
different shape and size leaf will be select and then take the mean.
You can take the leaf of different position if it's of the same position, maybe from the different branch, then that's fine. Yeah. Or maybe the leaf is very big, like a banana leaf. That's very big. You can take a multiple position.
Should we adopt to reduce the error?
Reduce the error. Make sure that the leaf is dry. There is no insect or powdery mildew. Brush it off first. Brush it off. Use tissue, because if the water is present, it will cause the refraction in the laser being shot at the surface. Keep it dry.
Dust or wet moisture is should not there.
Moisture shouldn't be
Moisture and
present on the leaf, regardless of the equipment that you're using. Photosynthesis equipment, leaf spectrometer. Yeah.
So photosynthesis value may get vary, no, in the darkness and in light condition.
So in the light condition, you got assimilation, because there is a net carbon more than the release of the carbon. In the dark, the reading that you are getting is actually the respiration of the mitochondria. Yeah. For example, here you can see here the reading here is actually negative. The photosynthesis here. Can you see? Oh, it's low positive 1. Just now it was negative actually, because it was experiencing photorespiration. This is C3 plant, meaning it's experiencing midday depression from around 12 until 3.
This is inside
Yeah.
inside the cabin.
Yeah.
That's why it's showing like that.
Yeah. So if it's negative, does not mean your plant is unhealthy. It means the plants have more CO2 released than it is using the CO2 for assimilation.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you're taking the reading, suddenly it's negative, right? Meaning that the mitochondria is more active than the chlorophyll.
Less efficiency for CO2. You can see.
That needs to look at further. We don't simply make the judgment very quick. Yeah. It gives you the reading, but it's up to the user to do the biological interpretation. Yeah. That's why you need a plant
If
physiologist.
you have any collection of these formulas, like you have told that the Perry and
Oh, actually, there
we
is
have
a-
so much indices. If you have a collection of such indices, any paper,
There is a book for it actually. I got the book, but it's not here.
soft copy or a hard copy.
Yeah, sure. Maybe if you just drop your email, I'll email you back the soft copy of it. Can somebody get the email?
I will give my email. Right.
She wants the phenotyping book. I'll give the later. We got this. Okay. That's even more impressive. Is that sorghum or millet?
Yeah, sorry.
Sorghum.
It also shows the accurate reading.
That's good. How old is sorghum? It's big.
सगळीकडे आपल्या इथं ते
We have some institutions growing sorghum, but UPM I think just started doing this experiment. Yep. Yeah. There's so many equipment for plant physiology. So it's It's up to you. What kind of research question are you addressing? Alright. Oh, she wants the soft copy. So I'll just give, then she can distribute later. Alright, I think that's about it. Any more question? Everybody happy? All good? You're welcome. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Nice
no problem. Good to know. Good to know. Done.
Okay, let's go. We go to the another lab.
Yeah, no problem. See you. Yeah.
Pasal apa?
Aku ada meeting ni.